Hi, Sag. Welcome to your weekly forecast. This is for November 30th until December 7th. Let's take a look. What's going to be coming your way? Everything looks good to you, and you feel like everything seems to be calm and perfect. But unfortunately, there's somebody else who's been betraying you. Someone who is older than you, and more likely an earth sign male that's been sabotaging things right behind your back, and you feel like this person can be trusted. Unfortunately, someone has been stealing credits. Either this is related to your work or related to a business or to something that you have been working on. And sometimes you feel like, why is it that things tend to be so heavy? And you don't even know if it's really the timing, if it's the season, or if it's just somebody who's been working right behind you. And unfortunately, this person is someone that you treat as your friend or someone that you treat as your own, okay? Or like a family. You feel so stuck in a situation right now, and you've been trying to communicate with someone who's an air sign, but things are not really working out the way you wanted it to be. Now, there will be some news that will be coming your way from a water sign female that will be changing things starting from this week. And you will also be feeling a little bit defensive about this. If you're in the field of publishing, advertising, media, communications, or something like that, there will be some miscommunications. It's like there is something that you're supposed to be handing over, but then somebody will be switching the files, and then that is what will be handed over to that person, and then there will be some miscommunications, misunderstandings, and a lot of problems that will be coming your way, and a lot of complications to the extent that you might lose this project because someone has been sabotaging it for you. Now, if you're not going to be very careful, and if you're not going to be checking out your works and other stuff, then you will get reprimanded. So right before you submit anything, you forward anything, or you do anything or make a presentation, make sure that you'll be checking it 10 times, okay? And you will be safe. Now, there's still somebody else that's going to be looking after you, and you will be given enough guidance and warning. This younger fire sign as well that will be looking after your work or looking after your own interest or your desk or whatever it is, will be keeping an eye to that person who will be sabotaging your work, because there is a presentation or there's like a big meeting with some important people down by the end of this week, and you will be a little bit nervous. Now, you've been preparing for this for like how many weeks now? Because this is a project for next year, and the management or the board will be determining who will be the leader or who will be handling this project. And of course, that's the one who will also be handling the budget, which is it's going to be like a lot of money. That's why this person is trying to sabotage things for you because they want it or they feel like they are much better leader than you. Now, there is a travel that you will try to take or that you will be scheduling within the next 2 days, 2 weeks, or 2 months, but unfortunately, that travel is not going to be pushing through. There are some other things that you need to consider, and I feel like it needs to be pushed by next year. Now, money will be coming in, but it seems like you need to be a little bit more uptight, or you need to tighten up your fist during this week, and it's not yet time for you to splurge. um You will also be facing your boss, and it seems like upon the review of your performance for this year, there will be some, some good stuff that they will be telling you. But then there are also some other things that they are not going to be very pleased about. So it's just you're going to be staying right in the middle. Now, I also feel like there is another visitor, or there is another person from another branch, or whatever it is, that, or partner or investor, that will be coming in to visit and to review the performances of your people or your team. And it seems like everyone's going to be under a lot of tension. Now, there's a part of you feels like I should have just gone to, to a project or to a department that is much more simpler, rather than being in this kind of big, big obligation and big responsibilities that you always cram all the time, every time that there's this kind of expectations. But you know that you want growth, you want some changes, you want bigger challenges, and you want to prove yourself to other people. But every time that there's these expectations that aren't really being met, you feel so pressured and you feel so discouraged. Now, okay. Now you will be filing for some leave, or you want to take a short vacation. Let's say, for example, like a long weekends starting this week, to go and visit your family. And somehow you will also be receiving news, something that you've been waiting for, or something that you've been anticipating, because like what I said, if you're planning to go on a travel, or if you're planning to set an itinerary within the next 2 days, 2 weeks, or 2 months, it's not really going to happen, because something is going to be coming up, so that needs to be a little bit delayed. And this came up again, so it is something to do with, like a project, or like an approval or a letter that you've been expecting, and it will be happening and coming your way. But it's not going to be as successful as you wanted it to be. Okay? You will get the approval. I'm also picking up like a scholarship, or something that you've been like waiting for a long period of time, and it's like you just want to, you know, to uh, to have this, or to receive this, just for you to have a peace of mind. Either you're waiting for this for your child, or waiting for this for yourself, or waiting for this for someone else. But it will be given. It will be given. It will be You will be receiving it this week. Okay. So the good news is, I feel like it's something. It's someone for. Sorry, it is for a younger Earth sign. Okay, that scholarship that I'm picking up, or for a child. But as for the, I'm also picking up that some of you are waiting for your visa, or waiting for an approval, or government documentations to be approved. So it seems like you will be working on a few things right before you set yourself into this travel. And you will also be preparing for some. This travel is something to do with pleasure, the family, and work. But 70% will be work, 10% will be of personal, and the rest will be just for, a side pleasure. Not really for big pleasure, but only for sides. And just feel like, this whole week, you will try to prove your worth. You will try to prove your contributions to your company, to your office, to your management, to your boss. But it's like you're facing a wall. Because no matter what you do, it's like you will keep on, like going at the same end, or going into the same circle. And every time that you will try to make an exit, you're facing a wall. So at this point, I feel like you need to retrace your you know your you need to retrace your footsteps for you to stop going in circles. And there's only one person that you can rely on around your workplace, and that is a younger fire sign. But aside from that, I feel like the rest of the people, or the rest of, well, outside of your team, cannot be really trusted. So be very careful, especially if there's a very important document or important files that you are supposed to be handing over. Make sure that you'll be checking everything up. Okay? Right before doing it, right before facing the entire body, so that you won't be marked with some stars in your performance chart. You know that this really counts, and you know that it's very, very important and essential for next year's performance and projects and budgeting as well. Now, when it comes to your love life, someone who's a younger fire sign will be coming back into your life, or will be coming to see you, and this person really wants to be with you, but unfortunately you don't want to see this person again. You feel like, I'm done, I've had enough, I'm just too tired of hearing all of your lies and deceptions, and I have waited for you for a long period of time for you to come back and for you to change and for you to at least reconsider everything that we have gone through in our foundation, but you did not. During the time that I was trying to reconcile with you and try to work things out, you shut your door. And now that I'm slowly moving on and things are, like doing good in my life, now you want to, ruin it again. So the answer is no. And you will be making a stand for this. Some of you who's with an earth sign will be having a baby soon, or there will be some good news about having a family. And if you're with a water sign, there will be some hurdles, ups and downs, and insecurity issues when it comes to work and finances. All right. Anyway, that's it for you for this week, Sagittarius. And if you want to talk to me live on the phone and live at the cost, just go and visit me at my website at sophiaangel.net. Blessings to you.